Hello everyone! As you probably seen in one of my previous videos, I painted my car myself with the PlastiDip and well, you probably saw the results. 1 year passed, exactly to the day 1 year passed, and also about 45 to 50,000 miles passed on this car. And today I figured that's probably the day when I'm gonna start peeling off for a few obvious reasons. You know, it's already peeling off by itself in few spots here and there. I will show you a little bit of a damage that I earned throughout this time, and I think overall it performed very well, protected my paint here and there, and you know, it looked great, received countless amount of compliments. You know, people always like it, especially kids, they love the color. But you know, ultimately I did it for myself. I felt, you know, this is the color that I enjoy driving every day. I did also another Tesla, as you can see over there. That one is a little bit more, you know, subtle, not as flashy, I guess, whatever. But hey, to each their own. No judgment here. It's just, you know, that's the style I decided to go on at that time. So right now I'm gonna peel it off and bring it to its original state. The car itself has already 110,000 miles. I have it from new, so all the miles is my own, all the scratches belong to me only, so I'm the only one responsible. But let's see how easy it is actually to remove the PlastiDip. We already know how difficult it is to install, or how difficult or how easy, depending on how you look at it. But now let's find out how easy it is to peel this liquid wrap, what some people might call it. Let's see if it's easier or more difficult than a wrap. Let's do it. Now, one of the biggest factors that I had to, you know, take into consideration when I should replace it or remove it at least is the front of the car, for very obvious reasons. What you see, it's not just dirt, although it is mostly, but it's dozens of thousands of miles of bugs layered, and then if I didn't remove very quickly, didn't clean off the bumper, the acid from bugs, all that stuff from within them, it's inside the paint. This paint is not the automotive paint, obviously, so it's way softer. It has a lot more, you know, perforations, if you will. So anything will soaks in much easier than it would be stained, for example, a regular paint. Regular paint, you know, you spill tomato juice, it's not gonna stain. You just wipe it, clean it, should be good. This one, yeah, you're gonna have a stain, especially if you don't clean it immediately. So, as you can see, I have some considerable scratches. The front looks the worst, that's for sure. And then the problem also becomes with this paint is when it's not perfectly brand new, it's kind of difficult to wash, I'm not gonna lie. Because, well, how do you wash your paint when it starts bubbling up like this? So if I put a pressure washer or, you know, anything with any amount of pressure, you know, I'm not gonna be spitting water on it, right? So it basically bubbles up and opens up like this. All right, I'm just gonna start rubbing my finger along the edge in order to try to like get something that I can grab onto. I did a pretty good job around the edge here, I gotta say. It doesn't really come off easy. So I also have a dip dissolver, but I really want to stay away from this option because, well, my wheels, for example, dipped. I don't want them to be removed, so I would have to do a lot of masking and covering. I don't want to do it. All right, let's see. I was able to grab a piece, as you can see. Just put finger there underneath and I'm just pulling it just like that. Let's see, so far it's actually not bad. I mean, it's falling into parts and pieces, but as you can see, pretty big pieces. Like this is pretty darn cool. Also, you can see how, well, hopefully, no, you can't really see, but from my perspective, I can see a little bit of a color difference. So within this 1 year and 50,000 miles, there's certainly some sort of discoloration happened. But it feels very nice and smooth on the inside, like it is like actual wrap or something. It's pretty cool. Ow! Static electricity. Alright, so after countless car washes, after countless hand washes by myself, no professionals or anything, so probably not the best ones, but still, this is the end result. It's far from perfect because, well, let me show you, there's a few imperfections. This is probably one of the best, quote-unquote, or worst example, the windshield. So let's try to focus on this. See this rubber piece? This rubber piece has been washed by me multiple times. Look at this little damages. You see this little nicks? So this is me try to clean this off with the dip remover and a very gentle power wash. Look at this. This is nothing less but the damage. So it kind of melted it a little bit, the plastic. And to be frank, I'm not trying to blame it on the dip remover because there's a very obvious wording on this. It says that do not spray on plastic, it might damage plastic, it's basically an acid. So well, I'm over exaggerating, of course it's not acid, but you know what I mean. It has those qualities of melting plastic. So look at this on the inside. This is not very pretty, but this is what I have to deal with. If you stand even few feet back, you don't notice any of this. It looks perfectly good. So, the conclusion. It's very difficult to remove. Most likely because I did some mistakes while I was masking it. Maybe I should have masked even more than I did. Although I keep saying in my video when I did it that masking is very important. And now look at me. But yeah, when it gets in between those panels, on those especially rubber pieces, it's really difficult to remove. Those rubber pieces are very sticky to the paint, and the dip dissolver does work, but as I showed you, it kind of ruins the piece. You have to be very gentle and very fast with this. If you let it go, if you let it stay on it for a little extra time, it kind of dissolves it. So very dangerous, So with that said, here's my conclusion on would I ever recommend using it, or would I ever use it myself ever again? And I think it comes down to, if we're talking about the nicer, pricier cars like this, I think honestly no. I don't think I would anymore, simply because, as you can see, it's a little bit too kind of damaging to the car, and I don't think it's just worth it long term. However, with that said, if you feel confident that you can do it better, that you can mask everything much better and protect the plastic, and maybe plastic is not a problem at all in your car, maybe it's, I don't know, all aluminum for some reason, then go for it. I don't see any drawbacks whatsoever. If you do a good coverage, it's removed in one big piece, easy. But personally, I don't think I would do a PlastiDip on Teslas or expensive cars anymore myself. I think I'm gonna try wrapping it again myself. There's no way I'm gonna pay a professional installer to do it. It's, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. The price for it is just madness. We were talking about like $5,000. At least that's the quotes I kind of gotten. So I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to take advantage of me. But the point is, it's expensive, very expensive. I just don't see a value of wrap to that much of money. So the value is not there. I'm gonna try to do it myself. Probably gonna fail miserably, but I'm still gonna try. Maybe I will learn some lessons and maybe we'll apply them, and maybe at the end we'll succeed, who knows. But for now, this is it. This is my PlastiDip experience. Please let me know in the comments if you have your own experience. Was it any better? Was it any different? Maybe I missed something very extremely important and that's why I had what I had. However, with that said, I don't regret anything that I did. It just was a very good learning experience, and I enjoyed driving my very unique car during that period. Just time has come to an end, and now we're moving on to the next adventure. Thank you very much for checking out my channel, for watching the video, and I hope I will see you on my next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.